evening, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, kings, queens, peasants, and pussy poppers.
Hello.
We are here for another edition of Cliff Notes Radio, man. We got my man's Nine Boy, aka Surreal, in the building.
I thought it was the other way around.
Well, it is real, aka Nine Boy in the building. I'm fucking it up. But introduce yourself. Tell the people about you, man.
Well, I'm real, and people that know me, they know me as real. People that don't know me as Nine Boy. I guess because of Instagram. But most people know me as being on the bikes. That's about it.
How long you been riding?
I know how to ride since elementary, but I really got into it like 7 years ago, like around when I was 20. That's when I bought my first street bike.
How old are you now?
27.
27, so about 7 years. Like, it's people who've been riding bikes their whole life who wouldn't try half of the stuff that you do. Like, do professional, like, cause are like you getting paid to do gigs now?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
do.
So, and getting paid to do gigs, you around a lot of other professionals. Like, I know they got way more experience as far as like years ago, but your style is way better than a lot of them, in my opinion.
Well, I don't really be around like a lot of professionals. Most of the time, like I be like around like a lot of artists, cause like we doing like music videos, shows, parties, like different stuff like that. So it's not like I link up with like a lot of other different professionals. Like,
So
when we go out, we are the professionals.
so you don't ever do like competition type stuff.
In the streets, yeah.
Okay. Cause I like I'm trying to figure out because I'm not big on the bike culture, whether it's motorcycles or dirt bike, quads or whatever. But I know they do have they have motocross competitions, they have freestyle trick competitions and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not like that. Like what
I mean, you
do
mainly see, the white motherfuckers doing the big time shit where you can damn near kill yourself.
Yeah, like a lot, like when you bring up dirt biking, like, I mean, it's made to be on the dirt, so like that's what you think about going over jumps and all that stuff. But it didn't just start. Like it's been going on like for a while, but I say mostly the black people then just brought it to the streets, like because people that couldn't afford to go to the dirt, like you just see them like around the neighborhood just flying up back and forth down the street. Yeah, but then people just start getting creative, and it's basically like try to do as much as you can do on a wheelie, like. And
that's the goal?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Like I said, I love the way that we as young people and our ethnicity, we taken and changed the game and brought it towards the culture of hip hop and everything. Like you say, you doing music videos. I saw you actually do a commercial, the slip and slide commercial.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's the one I was talking about. We're doing the professional stuff because
that slip and slide commercial, that was with J. Crew. Like my mom be getting on me about it too because like a lot of the stuff, like I just do it like just to do it for the money and like different reasons. But like when I meet different people, like I don't really be excited like that. Like I just go there like, all right, I want to get paid. It's my time to leave. And then like even like the big people that we do stuff for, like I don't be paying attention to that. Like we actually did a video or a commercial for Apple. And I be forgetting about that stuff.
Man, but like I feel like, man, because being your homie, like outside of this, I don't think that you look at what you do as challenging as it really is. Like everybody can't just jump on a bike. Everybody don't have the life to where they got things to worry about. Like people be like, I got responsibilities. Like I got kids to live for, and I got like people look at bikers and saying they dangerous. And I know and I know you got stuff to live for. Like, but you have a talent to where you can do it and not hurt yourself.
That's what being on the bike does, though, bro. It liberates you. You're mindful that you may have a family, you got kids and everything. You got stuff you got to live for. But when you on that bike, it takes you from that part because, that part of your life might be draining. The shit could be stressful. And once you hop on that bike,
that's exactly what it is. Like, you could be going through stuff, life be real stressful, and then it's like once you hop on that bike, like all that stuff go out the window. It's like listening to music. Like everybody got their own drug. I don't do drugs. Like bikes is my drug.
Right. That's good. That's good,
bro. Well,
and then I be thinking about that too. Like I don't have kids, but I be thinking about my family and stuff. So yeah.
I already know you. I know like when people say that because a lot of that's why I say a lot of people, a lot of the helmet wearing crew, the helmet wearing committee. You know what I'm saying? They look at all of the street bikers as if they have nothing in this world to live for. You know what I mean? They look at and they label them thugs. That's why they have CHP harassing them. When really and truthfully, they like y'all inspiring the kids. You know what I'm saying? To not want to be gangsters, to not want to be out here and just ride bikes, bro. Like that's a whole different thing. But they just because you choose not to wear a helmet, just because you choose to do it on the street, it's like they label it thuggish.
Yeah, I think mostly I think where the thuggish come from is just seeing like a whole bunch of black people together, and usually when it's like that
lady who called the police,
be thugs. Which one?
Like the lady who called the police on the people trying
Barbecue
to
Becky.
barbecuing.
Barbecue Becky.
Oh,
fucking trash.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
You just hit hashtag barbecue Becky.
People barbecuing in the park, and she didn't like
area.
it. Yeah, up in Oakland and shit, and she called the police on them.
Basically, because it was just too many black people in one area at one time.
Right.
I gotta watch that. I didn't see it. You said it was in Oakland?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, May been a cracking ass month, man. There's been a whole lot of shit going on.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff going on, especially like this past weekend.
Well, I gotta let our queen of the show introduce herself and let light bright over there, Queen.
You snuck that one.
All right, you guys, this is Queen MJ, also known as the president of the Thick Thigh Rub Association. I'm back, I'm black, I'm blessed. Happy Cliff Notes Radio Monday. I know it's been a little while, so I'm excited. I'm excited to get into the hot topics. I'm excited to talk about Ain't That Some Shit, because I do got some Ain't That Some Shit topics.
Man, we got a lot.
Man, it's a whole lot.
We gotta move this show, man. Tori, introduce yourself, bro.
Hey, man, it's your boy T Rich, the lovable light skin, a.k.a. Tough Crowd T, no one other than D, and if it is, we have yet to see. And, we back from, the 2-week layoff, but, we got a great show for y'all. We got some funny shit lined up.
Was it 2 weeks?
It felt, nah, bro, it felt longer.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't miss you.
No homo. But.
You didn't miss us?
No.
Well, we don't give a fuck about you, MJ, so it don't even matter.
I already know who it is, man. It's your boy Cliff the Gift, slanging that wood, not that stick. Your man might keep it 100, but you see me, I'm going to give you that extra inch. The man, the myth, the legend, the gift, and I like my women authentic. We are here for another Monday with 9 Boy to have another 2018 edition Cliff Notes Radio. We here talking our shit. And we always start our show with this special segment that means a lot to me because it's where I get to talk about things that happen in popular media, and we have to look at them and just say, dang, ain't that some shit? So, actually this is, I'm looking at the county right now. My apologies, people. But a guy in Georgia, I know a guy in Georgia. I sent you the video earlier. This guy in Georgia, he was running from the police basically on foot, and the police decided that it would be a great idea to basically just run the man over off of the road, and really hit the dude with his car. The video, you can find it online. All you gotta do is
wow.
Yeah, I'm about to tell you exactly what you type in right now.
The video is wild because
he was on foot running from the police.
He's on foot running from the police. The police come behind him in the car, hit him, kind of like roll over him a little bit, jump out the car, then tell him like, put your hands behind your back, like the dude is on the ground curled up like, dog, like you just hit me with a car. The lady, you can hear the people in the background saying like, hey, like why you hit that man with that car? It was like, get back.
He was still at full strength though. Like the dude was like, they trying to put him in the cut. He like, nah, fuck all of that. Like, but it's crazy how that is because I done seen people get hit by cars and then hop right back up, and start fighting again and shit. And it's like, when your adrenaline pumping, it's pumping.
But I just feel like, man, bro, you can't hit somebody with a car. Like that, I actually saw a video where this dude was running from the police on a bike, and the police had ran him off.
I seen that video.
Yeah. Like, how do you feel about that, Darrell? Like, cause I know that's a possibility. Well, not for you, cause you don't do those things.
Yeah, I don't think it's just because of the bike, but I I think that'd be messed up. Like the police will like really beat you up and just they'll be whipping you with that the baton or whatever and expect you to put your hands behind your back. Like, that'd be messed up.
Man,
I have to defend myself. You hit me in my face.
Like you can't block or nothing. You just got to put your hands behind your back.
it's
They
getting
just
out of
get
control out here. It's getting out of control. Like we could have the same argument and say that they shouldn't be shooting us. But hitting somebody on foot with a car, like it's getting out of hand. Like these police officers, they're just taking it to a whole other level.
Man, it's like they don't value your life. You know what I'm saying?
It was
And all the ethics are out the window.
But what I'm trying to figure out is like, nigga, why you hit him with the car? You couldn't pull up.
I wonder what they were thinking. Like, I want to hear the audio from the actual patrol car. Like, should we hit him? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the conversation?
And I be feeling like these niggas don't be realizing, like, nigga, so many cameras nowadays. Like, you just not.
They mute
But
them.
They got full audio on this one.
They
got full audio.
People around you. And look, man.
And they got body cameras back on them now too.
Yeah, they do. Because
they're making them for body cameras.
They had the body camera on the cop.
And most of these body camera incidents usually result in the cop getting fired. Because you can't get out of the lie now because that body camera works against you oftentimes.
Didn't that cop had a body camera? They ended up killing him. He was saying he couldn't breathe.
Eric Gardner.
Gardner, yeah.
I don't know if they had the body camera on, but somebody recorded it.
Yeah, somebody had recorded it.
And it was right there in front. Like, yeah, nigga, I got it all.
Yeah, I believe that police
on Facebook.
Ain't there some shit? Because like both of mine. This one ended up getting deleted. CBS is taking it down. I sent it to some people earlier in the week, but a man was a family went to court for the death of the father of this family, a black man. The police came to the house for a call. He was drunk. They ended up shooting him and killing him. The family took the police to court. You know what I'm saying, for the death. Took the family to court for the death of. Took the police to court for the death of the father.
Wait.
And because he was killed in front of his kids and everything.
Wow.
The jury awarded the family $4.
So wait, they shot him for being drunk?
They shot him because they said he wasn't cooperating. He had and when they came to the house because he did have a gun in his back pocket. He never pulled it on the police. He didn't pull it on the police, but the police shot him.
Okay, so you said
they awarded. Now this is what the point is. Now this is the point that I really wanted to make from this.
Right.
The $4.
They shouldn't even have gave
exactly. They cleared the cops. Like he was in the wrong. Like the man was in.
Was
the
that
wrong.
a typo, bro?
No, bro.
It was $4.
Typo. They had it. CBS is taking it down, bro. It was on CBS News.
Because I remember seeing that. I think it was Baller Alert or something.
Yeah, $4.
They said $4, and I'm looking like, was that a typo? Did y'all meant to say $4 million or $4?
$4.
They awarded the family $4.
$4.
But under what premise were they awarded?
That's so disrespectful. That's worse than saying $0.
Yeah, they said because of the time that it took the police to get there or something. Each one of the daughters for the daughters. And like
no, this is sick.
Yeah, it was really fucked up.
What state is this in?
This was in Florida. Everybody know Florida a fucked up state.
Yeah, that's one of the most racist states I've ever
When I saw Florida, I wasn't surprised.
But $4 though, man, that's so disrespectful, nigga. I'm pretty sure they got some kind of crowdfunding though already going for the family.
I hope they do for you to be embarrassed like that, like. Cause that's what I feel like that award was just meant to embarrass him.
Yeah. How old was the guy?
He was.
And dude, I can't even believe in 2018 it just some of these stories just blow me away. Like
some shit.
2018, some of the things that we're seeing, not that I've lived anyone else's lifetime, but I don't even have words for some of the stuff that's going on today. However, I guess I don't want to say on a lighter note, you guys know how I've been feeling about Kanye West in the last month or so.
He been on our last 3 shows. This nigga has been of discussion.
You guys know we have been gone for 2 weeks. So Kanye's album came out. Okay, first of all, his album, the name of his album is I Hate Being Bipolar. It's awesome. my ain't that some shit is these bandwagon people. Like, you guys cannot decide. One minute you guys hate Ye, and then the next minute you guys are all in his album. Like, I don't really know how to feel right now about people who, like, is this what we were anticipating, right? His album to kind of give us an explanation as to why he's been saying the dumb shit.
I knew that it would end up being like this, and like I said, I don't support that.
He had no choice. He had no choice but to put it out like this.
Real, have you listened to the album? Are you a Kanye fan?
I stopped listening to Kanye after he came out with that song. 50 said, "Go ahead and switch my style up, and if they hate, then let them hate. Some money pile up."
Yeah,
you gotta talk to the mic, bro.
Oh, so yeah. Ever since then, and his style switch, I just ain't been feeling his music. I think he a great artist though. Like, I think he one of the top. I just don't like it. I like more like street music.
I think Kanye is a very talented individual, but his name, his persona, is almost starting to outweigh his like. We know he's talented, but I think
I get what
people know that because he's Kanye West, they gonna eat up whatever he put out. And it's almost like he doesn't even feel like he has to go all out with his talent anymore because he already knows his name is gonna already garner the crowd that he needs. You know what I'm saying? With whatever he does.
He did the poop, whoop, scoop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nigga, I already knew. Like,
the beat was hard, but
niggas. I'm glad you bring that up. Like, nobody was supposed to mess with Kanye. With everybody saying that, it's gonna be the same thing with Drake and Pusha T. Like, everybody's saying that, you know, they don't fuck with Drake no more. Like, Drake career over. Light skinned nigga can't rap. All this other kind of stuff
because of the
Pusha T beat.
And he pulling a
Meek.
He pulling a Meek Mill right. Well, Pusha T didn't expose him. He got really disrespectful on that motherfucking.
You don't think he exposed him with that cover, the story of Adidon? Did you see?
I seen the artwork, but I don't.
Listen to the song.
I listened to the song. I listened to. He went at his pops. He went at his homeboy with the disease and shit. And it's like everybody knew. Everybody knew old boy had a disease, but it's like the way he did it. I was like, man, nigga, that's
real. Did you listen to that song?
Yeah, I did, but it ain't no rules in fighting. So
exactly, bro. All is fair in love and war, bro. And when it comes to this rap shit, there's nothing is really off limits.
I just feel like if I was 40, if I was the producer, I'd be like, damn, why you niggas always bring me into it? Like, how many people have came after Drake and then they put 40 into the shit?
Drake can't make a hit without 40 is what they saying.
Man.
He can make a hit, bro. It's just, that's his boy.
Yeah.
And when Drake hit the scene, it's like, nigga, the 40 beats is what, like, that was you identify Drake with that sound. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And without that sound, it don't really feel much like a Drake song. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Drake were to take a long hiatus and come back and 40 wasn't doing his beats no more, then we would all have to just come to terms with, okay, that old sound that we know from Drake is gone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like Drake, like much like Kanye, Drake has such a strong following that it don't matter how soft of a retort he comes back with, people still gonna be like, oh, Drake is the fucking king.
Do you guys feel like Pusha T, this was a formula for him to really make himself more relevant to like the millennial culture or like the 25 and under crowd? Because I'm not saying that Pusha T isn't totally irrelevant. However, in terms,
nigga was irrelevant.
So do you guys think this is?
I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
He was irrelevant.
He was still in the game. He was making a little money. He was on good music. But as far as like when you think of like niggas that's great in the hip hop game, he wasn't high on nobody's list. That's not to take anything from the clips back in the day because nigga, that Lord willing, yeah, but okay, but Corrupt was president of fucking Death Row at one time. He wasn't never high on nobody's list.
I think Pusha T just did what he had to do, and I think just because it was Drake, he was like, man, I'm gonna really have to go hard with this.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, and he ain't the first nigga to go at Drake. on a record.
I mean, in his mind, he
try
probably
and
already
get
felt
some-
like I'm that nigga. Like, I don't think he was like, man, after I do this, I'm gonna be that nigga again. Like, he probably felt that way the whole time.
Well, that's the thing. Like Drake's PR team is fucking, it's immaculate right now. Like he's the reason. Like they're the reason that he's one of the biggest stars. You know
Man, they cleaned up this. They cleaned up this nigga fucking a porn star raw, getting up pregnant, having
Allegedly.
a baby overseas.
Allegedly.
Man, he said that. Well, it ain't even no alleged to it because he said there's a possibility that the baby could be his.
Well, you got to remember after that little freestyle, that first diss that he did drop that one song on his website, the little "I'm Upset" shit.
I'm upset,
Yeah. And when you listen to it sound like he was talking about somebody trying to hit him with like some kind of settlement. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, that's every song from Drake. Everybody's all in his pockets, like.
No, but how like it just sounds like it's so relevant to what's going on right now. And then Pusha T come out with that like 2 days later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's coincidental, but
I like it. Please bring the hip hop beef back. We need a little bit of spice in the hip hop, like real hip hop world.
But
Not
Drake,
to take
you
away from
are
anybody's
taking
music.
long, my brother. You are taking long. You got light skinned niggas holding L's right now because of you, bro. You are pulling a Meek Mill right now,
I seen what they talked about. Jay Prince had actually told me.
I just seen that.
Respond. How did what you think? Would you respond, bro?
Me? Nah, I'll be ignoring a lot of stuff.
Man,
Because they're gonna end up run into each other and end up hugging. Like, it ain't no point in doing all that.
No, because Drake and Kanye, I feel like they still cool, even though he just had to put Kanye's name up in the line real quick. I still feel like somewhere in the future, these niggas gonna be making songs together again. Drake and Future, I said Drake and Future. Drake and Pusha T, they gonna be making songs again in the future. It's the industry, man. It's Drake somewhat admired them when he came up, so.
And that's why. But then you got your shit like the new dudes. Did y'all see with Rich the Kid and Lil Uzi?
Oh yeah, he came. He got marked out.
Ain't
on
that
the
when he
corner.
hopped out the car or something like that? Was it that one or behind the counter?
That was behind the counter. He did jump out the car and was talking to him. They was talking in front of the store. And
Who is this?
Yeah, Rich the
Rich the
Kid.
Kid and Lil Uzi
He
Vert.
look like
Okay, so he ran from outside all the way back inside?
They end up in Starbucks together some kind of way. All of them ended up in Starbucks some kind of way after they was talking outside. And Lil Uzi reached across and hit Rich the Kid, and he jumped back and went over the Starbucks counter.
I seen that.
That's funny,
And
bro.
then, but the fucked up part was, and this is what a lot of people do. Y'all forget how shit really went down, and then you start making up a lie and believing that shit yourself about what happened. Immediately after this goes on, before anybody else can get to social media, Rich the Kid gets on there and makes a video saying, "Y'all ain't no nigga fuck with me, man. Look at my face. Look at my face. My jewels, I still got all my jewels." Like, nigga, nah. There were cameras all around. We saw
Right,
what
right.
happened.
And that's the thing. Niggas don't be aware that somebody got you on camera. Whether it was Starbucks surveillance
And you
or
got snapped.
somebody's or Snapchat or something, nigga, somebody saw it.
It's like, but if people really be out here faking and just don't know, like, you will be exposed. Like, it's not hard to get exposed these days in the age of social media.
Yep.
That's why I say with Drake, I feel like Pusha T just brought that stuff to the forefront just a lot quicker than what it was gonna be done anyway.
Well, Sugar Free. I said Sugar Free. Pusha T. How do I keep getting this nigga?
Free from.
How do I keep getting this nigga's name wrong? Pusha T. He's from an era where like, nigga, the rap beef was like for real. There was no social media at the time when he was out. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas forget Pusha T. Well, the clips. Them niggas had hits at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? Nah, more than that. Grinding, they had that.
Was one of the biggest songs. That changed the era.
Yeah, but no, that Laura Willing album had a few hits on that. That Hot Damn.
Oh, yeah.
He had a couple songs on that motherfucker. So
you're right.
I mean, I think it's because the kids that are like you said, the people that are under 25, they don't really recognize the clip other than Grinding. You know what I'm saying? But they don't really do their homework and know that. Nigga, this nigga Pusha T really had bar. Like, no malice, these niggas was really spitting. So, but because they're older, it's almost like, well, we don't really have to honor them like that because they older. It's much like when
not even just the age. I feel like when there's certain rappers who just haven't been consistent.
Yeah.
Especially after the early 2000s, like if you think about it, we're still in that microwave period. So songs that literally came out last year are already old to us.
Songs that came out literally 3 months ago already
are old, right?
Yeah.
So if you take a rapper who hasn't put out something in the last 4 years, 4 or 5 years, it's kind of like, who are you? Where have you been?
Pusha T, he didn't have shit in the last 4 years though.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
But that's the thing when you like who all is on good music?
Big Sean,
Common,
Big Sean, Common,
Pusha T,
Ye,
Kid Cudi.
It's somebody else.
Yeah, there is another person.
No, it's a couple other niggas.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on the music.
But like you just think about it and it's like, yeah, good music is they got some hitters on their roster, but at the same time it's like it's Drake. The star power is like it overshadows good music.
Like I said, it's how quickly people forget, and that's the thing with Drake. And how you say he shouldn't respond. I feel like he should respond. Cause like, man, in a couple hours, everybody gonna forget what happened.
No, I'm not saying he shouldn't respond. I said I wouldn't.
Oh, you
yeah, I don't care.
Drake need to respond, man.
You think so?
Does he really?
The only reason I would say he needs to respond so we can hear some more music.
Yeah.
Let me.
You are you too consistent to not respond.
If they serious about their beef, I wouldn't respond. But if
you respond to Meek Mill, but you can't respond to Pusha T. And let's just face it, Meek Mill is a much bigger star than Pusha T.
True.
Jail and everything.
Yeah.
So
that's true. But I want to bring up that point about how quickly people forget, like, to just get into an experience with real. Like, have you ever failed?
Oh yeah.
You went down on your bike. Like, cause a lot of people be embarrassed about their falls. I noticed and saw you post.
Shit.
This nigga, I saw you post your leg after a car accident, and that's some of the most grotesque stuff I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, man. Look, my auntie just sent me a picture of my uncle leg. He just got in an accident over the weekend.
That road rash.
Man, it's deeper than road rash.
Oh,
it's
man.
all the way to the bone.
You know what? I don't know what road rash is, but I feel like it would make the back of my neck itch. And I just don't. I'm not ready for you guys to pull any pictures.
Your skin.
My uncle got that shit bad.
And Rel is gonna show you.
Come on, man.
Passing the phone around, you guys. No, thank you.
Well, I probably wouldn't feel no type of way about it.
Don't pass.
Because I got a morbid fascination with gross shit, but nah, it's some really fucked up shit that goes down on these bikes, man. And the thing about it is, you know, people it's not even about you looking. It's not even about you watching where you going. It's sometimes people just don't see you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about bikes. It's like you could be the safest, most precautious nigga in the world, but nigga, a young nigga running the light and just not paying attention to you, nigga, that could be a make it or break it situation. You know
most of the time it be the drivers that don't pay attention. I mean, sometimes I say it be like partially like a small percent of the biker's fault. And when I say that, like the biker could be riding fast, but a car just turned in front of him. Like the biker probably could have prevented it, like if he was going slower, but that car should have never turned in front of him.
So what's the percentage of bikers that like just be feeling themselves?
Oh no, no.
It's never the bike's fault.
My percentage, I would say probably like 15, like 10 to 15.
I mean, still, that's like.
I feel like, and from being on bikes and just knowing, like, you already know, you know what I'm saying, like, that bike in the car not gonna win. You know what I'm saying? So, you have the responsibility of being like, man, if you ride on the carpool lane, you know that the yellow's finna end, it's finna open. Why are you still next to a car? Why you ain't just get in and let people, you know, merge from the carpool lane to get off? Like, you might not be seen right there. Right. It's certain stuff. You don't get on the freeway and stay in the exit lane riding at 60 miles an hour on a motorcycle. A nigga is trying to get off and won't see you and hit you. That's your fault.
Like when that line start breaking in the carpool lane, I slow up.
Right.
I just start getting on the gas. But I don't even think you're supposed to ride on that line. You're supposed to ride like in the middle of the freeway where it's broken lines. So,
do you ride heavy bikes or do you just do only?
Nah, I ride everything. Pause.
Everything.
Somebody might pause me later.
But nah,
it's actually for real.
But but like tracking back to the beginning of the show, man, it's dope what y'all doing on these bikes. You and it's almost like you like one of the pioneers for the culture of just the freestyle street. You know, the bike culture, and I mean, you got the fucking logo of the shit on your shirt, like so. I think it's really dope, and I think people on the road, you know what I'm saying, and myself included, man, we gotta be aware that they on the road like us, but nigga they're in a much more vulnerable. We on 4 wheels and they on 2.
Yeah, you
know what I'm saying. So we got to do our part, and trust me, man, like some of these bikers they get annoying when I'm on the road. I just be looking like, man, especially the fucking bicyclists.
Oh yeah,
they done created their own lane for them. And I just be like, dude, you really about to get in this lane and go this slow in front of me, bro. If you don't get your ass to the side, you know. But I mean, they on the road just like us. So y'all motherfuckers be careful out here, man. And y'all watch for these bikers.
Any advice you want to give any new riders, like what, or tell them about your worst fall?
Yeah, the advice I would give them is wear helmets and don't run from the police.
Oh no.
Because it'll be bad for you, man.
Nah, like a lot of times, like the younger generation be looking at the older, like, oh, that's tight, they running from the police and stuff. Like, that ain't cool. Like, that, a lot of times, that's when the accidents happen. Yeah.
Especially if you outside of California.
Yeah, all over.
Because in California, you know, you might could go to court and have a favorable case, but some of these other states,
I'm not even talking about like getting caught. I'm talking about like accidents.
I mean, the cop will keep their job out here sometimes.
Yeah.
So there's really quick. There's something that I want to bring up that I think we talked about 2 weeks ago, which was the Tulsa real estate fund.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they just had some shit recently.
Yeah. So I kind of wanted to bring it up for Ain't That Some Shit, but just on a positive note. 2 weeks ago, you know, we brought up the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, which is the first Black-owned real estate funded SEC regulated A tier 2. So just long story short, this couple by the name of Jay Morrison and Ernestine Johnson, they started this real estate crowdfund project in Atlanta, Georgia, where anyone from around the world could invest a minimum of $500 into a real estate fund, and you would become not only an honorary founder, but also you would receive an 8% preferred return. So pretty much you can own real estate in any type of invested project that they bring up. So what they're the reason why it's called Tulsa is because they wanted to name it after Tulsa, Oklahoma, because June 1st was actually the anniversary for Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street was burned down in I believe the 1940s on June 1st and June 2nd. So what this couple is trying to do is really historic in Black history, modern Black history, because they're trying to create real estate investment projects in towns and urban cities that necessarily aren't thriving economically. So their cap is $50 million. So they're gonna stop at $50 million maximum capital. So far, they've raised, I believe, $7 million, and it's only been up for about 5 days. In the first 24 hours, this couple raised $4.5 million.
Hello.
from around the world to invest in real estate. So if you guys are looking into real estate, I think this is something that we really need to have more conversations about in our community. There aren't too many opportunities where people come up to you and say, "Do you want it? All we need is $500 for $500, and you receive 8% back."
A lot of families got five people in their house.
Exactly. So it's like if you and the homies put in $100 each. First of all, you don't even know once they reach their 50 million.
Explain why you got to explain why it's important, MJ, because a lot of people like they heard a lot of what you said, but don't know why it's important to say that you want to invest.
Well, in terms of the investment, real estate is it's a hard investment, so it's always going to be something that's worth money. And when you invest in real estate, it can grow. And the projects that they're trying to invest into are like residential projects, commercial projects, farming projects, towns around the country that have been abandoned or people aren't pumping money back into. That's what they're going to take the money, and they're going to start generating revenue. And
it's a lot of there are blocks of
in
homes
cities,
in cities that are just abandoned.
So imagine
well built homes too.
Imagine if there was a pool. Imagine if there was a pool of money in a town that was abandoned, and we have the resources as a black and brown community to own that land, own the property,
bring them there, and like build parking lots.
And this is all real, and it's a crowd-funded opportunity. And they're saying in order, if you guys want to make an account, nigga,
what you saying we can start Wakanda?
Nigga, pretty much. No, and I really want people to take it seriously because
it's more feasible than people think. Like when people like,
absolutely.
I don't know if y'all realize, but like the Chinese, you know why the Chinese is winning right now? These motherfuckers will come out here, and when they come and buy houses, they don't just buy your house.
Yeah.
These niggas will come to your block, and they will buy 6 or 7 houses on that block.
Yeah.
Cash.
Or buy an entire mini mall.
Yeah, they'll buy an entire strip mall. That whole thing is there.
That being said, if you guys are interested in getting information, you guys, I believe you have to be at least 18 to make an account. The account is free to make. I've been to the website. It's simple.
You got
Get the homies together. Yeah. I'm actually creating an account.
So we need to pool some money here on Cliff Notes, man. We might as well.
Yeah, man. If
we paying all this rent up here.
Let me
Cliff
give you
Notes
guys
and shit.
Let me give you guys the Instagram. The Instagram is Tulsa TULSA Real Estate Fund, and just educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? And they make it very simple. The website is really simple.
If y'all want to help Cliff Notes Radio be a part of this, we have our PayPal and our Cash App set up. Just DM me, hit me up. We gonna send the money in as a group. I'll make sure I got the receipts. Same type of dude to take your money. Y'all, let's see if we can get that popping. Ain't that some shit that we can start a Wakanda in 2018?
Hello.
I'm telling you.
And they're on the Shade Room too. I believe the Shade Room and all the other gossip sites have covered their story. It's completely legit, and I think that's another thing we need to get out of as people. Yeah, not everything is fraud. Not everything is a pyramid scheme. We invest our money into stupid shit. I can't think of how much money I've spent over. A matter of fact, I was on my way over here. And I was thinking about a sound system that I bought for my Mustang when I was like 21, 22. I spent $500 on that sound system.
Damn.
In a raggedy Mustang. The Mustang was used. It had hella miles, and I was only racing it on Crenshaw. Like I was terrible. I was trash. But I spent $500. I wasn't trash at racing. Like let me get that out there. But I spent $500 on a sound system for my car. And you just think about the money that we pump into our shoes or trying to impress other people, and take a gamble on something serious.
And I feel bad, nigga. I just bought hella shoes recently.
You did, nigga. You ain't got no.
We just talk about that too, Tori. You gonna return some shoes?
You gonna return some shoes?
Probably not. I am gonna save some money though. No, I've been spending money like it's been beneficial, the shit I've been spending money on, because, like, I just went and, like, paid all my bills and shit and did my passport shit, but it's
Okay, Tori.
I was looking like, damn, like niggas do spend $500 with hella ease.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you could take that 500 and just put it to the side and take it and invest it.
I'm really trying to. I really want to just put some game on people, man. Like if you really know, if you have a business and you do this type of investment, you can write that off. You feel me? If you out here with 1099 for your stuff, these are the type of investment that you really want to look into doing. For sure.
Hell yeah.
Don't make sure you donate to causes. Like if you donate, that's the real part. Donate to the cause on top of putting that money in. That's where you get put up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back with our Mindful Mondays and our hot topic because I want y'all to call in at 310-955-4966.
Please call in.
Y'all know what the hot topic is.
Go ahead and give it to
got some flack earlier this morning.
Yeah, I wanted to speak about that. I should have said this when we first started the show. Don't come for me. Don't. Look, I make topics. I just make shit that you won't hear. Don't think that you know my opinion before you listen to the show. That's why you listen and you call in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you've never listened to the show, don't be trying to press.
Yeah,
and if you was one of them people that felt the need to comment on what my brother said, then we need you to call in.
Right.
We definitely need you to call in.
310-955-4966. Cliff, what are we going out to?
We're going to go out to Slide 5 to Arthur. Right now.
I think this is gonna be a funny topic.
Nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing. I get the pants out the ceiling. I ate the same thing for dinner. Trapping is all I remember. The circle went hard, got plays out the window. Yeah. No food on the table, went to Blaine house, eat anything. Sister had to do my mama job, cause she was going through pain. For a minute I was lost. Me and Candy went off. Skip class just to shoot dice, and it seemed like we never lost. Nigga never understand my childhood days, that shit was raw. My brothers was here for each other. We kept it so real with each other. Yeah. But in these streets, I done lost so many niggas. Baby got hit by a car, Peanut got hit with the trigger, yeah. Moment of silence for the real niggas. Yeah. Nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets, you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing.
I stay to myself, something I never regret. I spend all day chasing chicks, then whip up bitch with them chicks. I remember when the water off, now a nigga diamond waterfall. Everybody wants you on the team, but everybody wanna hold the ball. Yeah, these niggas be camping, can't save and you ain't advancing. And learn the streets ain't look back. Yeah, when I seen it tell you Ryan Francis. Not saving, not a captain, nigga. Made my bed, now I'm damping in it. Same niggas that got your back, got the best chance for to stab you in it. Yeah. They count me out, but now I'm in the building. Look how the table's starting to turn with extra power steering. You lied to the streets, but keep it real with the jury. Niggas faker than they jury. Nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing, nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing. Moment of silence for the real niggas. Yeah, yeah. You lied to the streets to keep it real with.
Yep. You know Max Zone. Yep. Yeah, I grew up, older brother, little sister, walking through the hood, idolizing the pushers. Couldn't leave home if I didn't wash all the dishes. Don't trust everybody, I minimize all my friendships. The stress building on my head like dandruff. Pop's gone and I had to eat a syrup sandwich. Homies kept me sharp, they had to see where the hands is. Roof over a nigga, I'm underneath where the fan is. I was just trying to see what 100 grand. And she doing it for the gram, little mama, if that's your plan. Thank God I'm even up on this planet to talk to a nigga, nobody would understand it. They keep on looking at me like I'm a bandit, cause I'm black, I didn't choose, I'm just a man. What do you want from me? No, what you really want from me? What you really want from a nigga? What you really want from a nigga? What do you really want? What do they really want from a nigga? What you really want from a nigga? What you really want from me? Them trips OT wasn't for celebration. That damn job was the reason I got medicated. I said my piece, but never elaborated. Cause too much talking to me sound like a damn statement. I really need to start working on my patience. You can call me what you want, but I am not basic. I'm in the fast lane cruising slow, but I am not racing. And ask around, I can care less if I'm famous. But the money'll be good, and I pray to God that it's sunny in the hood. Cause for some reason niggas hungry in the hood, and when they gas low they acting funny in the hood. That's why I'm on my pedal and a prayer up. I pray more cause mama say I don't pray enough. That's why I'm on my pedal and a prayer up. I pray more cause mama say I don't pray enough. No. What do you really want? What do you really want? What do they really want from a nigga?
I mix the dab with the sauce. I scrape the pot with the fork. I let them fly like a hawk. Eraser, come with the chalk. Up one, 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 up one. She put it all in her mouth. I put your bitch at your house. I'm owning you out. 30 shots ring out. Up one, 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 up one. I'm up like a motherfucker, you can't tell me nothing, I spaz in this bitch. Check out my dab in this bitch. Yeah, I might dance a little bit. New Moschino with the Valentino. On a damn nigga, Dan Marino. Draco Nino, make a Macarino. It's not a game, I don't play Nintendo. I got the lasagna from Geno's. I rock the Zana in kilos. Ever seen a bitch fly to a nigga, pay attention, I'm Picasso. You know what I'm saying? Walking out the pound, beating up the pack. Yeah, I was bumping that dog. They know we up one. We gon' be up two, nigga, if you touch one. That way. Checkmate. I mix the dab with the sauce. I scrape the pot with the fork. I let them fly like a hawk. Eraser, come with the chalk. Up one, up one, up one, up one.
My jam.
Hey, yeah, we are back. Cliff Notes Radio. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. We experienced a little sound difficulty with my mic because, shout out to Jalil. He's not here tonight, but that's our sound man. Our
AKA
man.
Texas
We
Tootsie
miss
Roll.
that guy, man.
Spirit.
Yeah, man. You know the Black MacGyver.
Black MacGyver.
Yeah, his sister graduated. Congratulations, little sister.
Yeah.
We want to, shout out from Cliff Notes Radio.
That nigga's out there in Texas grinding on some thick shit.
You know, he got his tongue deep in some cow ass. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't say all of that. But shout out to my nigga Lily, man.
But
Shout
y'all,
out to Texas Tootsie Roll.
the hot topic for the night is accepting when you know someone else is expecting. Now, we can correlate this in many different ways. It goes to accepting a business offer from somebody, accepting a loan, knowing they expect you to pay it back on time, accepting a date. That you know this dude is spending this type of money because he's trying to get in that ass. Accepting the offer for a guy or a girl to come over after the hours of 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
1 a.m. 1 a.m. 1 a.m.
That's your whole thing.
Some daytime Netflix.
You know what the fuck I mean.
Say niggas is at work.
About to say, dang, you a slut.
Hey, no, and 1 p.m. shit. My wife might catch me at home. At 1 p.m. That's the real hours.
Right.
It is the real hours. But yeah, except when you know somebody else expecting, man. A lot of times the tension that is actually we're not jumping into the topic because we need to go into
Mindful Mondays. Yeah.
Before we get to our topic, this is the segment of the show that I love. Jalil isn't here to do
The
intro.
chime.
I got it this
You got
week.
it?
Hey,
Come on, man.
Tori's gonna do the chime for us this week, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? So
Somebody got to represent for life.
just gonna do it like
Drake
this.
ain't doing it. Come on.
Go ahead.
Mindful Mondays, nigga, do you care about you?
Okay.
Hey, he low key been waiting all week. He knew Jalil.
No, I feel like he been waiting for this opportunity in life, bro.
Hey man,
Did
know
you
I,
see that?
I
That
just got, I
breath
got
that he
I
took?
had to mindful Monday.
That nigga he broke from deep. He got the wind in his diaphragm.
Y'all gonna take turns doing it?
You know what I'm saying?
Temptation ass.
Now the bro Jalil usually do it, but
Jalil might have lost his job, man.
hey man, you know I might.
Tori, you got a little vocal.
I might have to. I know you not talking.
You got a little range.
I remember I went to a poetry show and MJ got up on stage and hit niggas with everything but poetry.
Yeah.
Nigga, I did. I can sing. But we're going to jump into Mindful Monday topic. Okay, so being that tonight's hot topic is kind of, as Cliff said, he noted, a bunch of things that can correlate between accepting and expecting. But I want to discuss, why are you all in my life? He want to be seen so bad, y'all.
Live, my nigga.
Here.
Just keep going with the Mindful Mondays.
Okay? Look at this whole life. See?
Can't get light skinned niggas shit.
Man, he stole my whole spotlight. Okay, you guys, tonight's Mindful Mondays topic is intention over insecurity. So everyone has insecurities. Okay, we all have insecurities. It's natural, but this is a question for men. Do you guys think it is valid or appropriate to set your intention with a woman before you guys really get into the dating phase or get serious? Because lines get blurred, gray areas happen, feelings get hurt, and then it's like the whole question is, what are we? What are we doing? That comes up. So I'm a believer in, I mean, I feel like at a certain age, you should be like, this is my intention, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. And there's no issue, there should be no issue with setting your standard. It doesn't have to be an expectation, because I think that's where we get it twisted. It doesn't have to be a hard conversation to just be like, you know, this is my standard, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. We forget that men come with packaged problems too, just as women do. Just as women have daddy issues, men can have mama issues. Men can have daddy issues. And we set this expectation so high.
It's very true.
For the man to lead and for the woman to follow. But maybe I think if we were more clear on our intentions with each other when it comes to dating, the game wouldn't be so gray. Am I making sense? Cliff?
Yeah, you're making sense. You're making sense because I'm intentions
over insecurity.
Intentions over insecurity. This is where it gets me because I'm always just like, you know, your intentions with a person. When you go into Walmart and you intend to have a good interaction with this person, but it's a complete stranger. Like I can have the greatest intentions with you.
Walmart.
I'm just saying. Anyway.
Did say Walmart. Like,
I had to say Walmart.
That nigga just threw a random place out there.
Bro, stick to the.
Fuck it. I'm just saying, like, when you meet a person, this is a stranger, though. My intentions with this stranger could be, what are my intentions based off of, though? Like,
bro,
I need to know
stick to the topic of dating. Should a man state his
exactly.
intentions?
That's what I'm saying. When do I state my intentions? When do I know what I'm intending to do with you? Because you're a stranger. I just saw you. I just saw how you looked. And that's basically what you said.
You're talking about the initial. You're talking about the initiation of you guys meet. I'm not talking about the introduction. I'm talking about now you know this person. You guys have gone on a few dates. It might be getting serious, or even you guys may have or may have not had sex. Should a man state his intention?
At this point.
Well, since you know intentions and insecurities are the topic for right now, it's like I feel like as men, especially when you get up to a certain age, like I feel like before you decide to have intentions with somebody, you need to confront all your insecurities first. Because say your intentions are serious intentions with somebody and you don't address these insecurities and you don't address these issues that you have, that shit is going to come up in your intentions. So whatever you decide to pursue with somebody, if you choose not to reflect, if you got pain and shit that you hiding and you got issues that you refuse to address, you're going to come to that wall and you're not going to be able to break through that wall because you haven't addressed this issue. You haven't got rid of your bullshit yet. So, and that's going to get in the way of whatever it is that you're trying to pursue with somebody, especially if it's somebody who you feel like you really down with and you really want to rock with.
I want to say with that, like, you go into somebody, you talking to them, your intentions can change by the way that person acts around you, by what you learn about that person as you knowing them. Like, you don't, I don't want to say your intentions, I don't know, like, are you allowed to restate your intentions?
Yeah, let me ask Real. Real, if you're dating a female, he said, "All right, what's up?" If you dating someone, you know how females, they can ask the question, "What are we?" Or like, "Am I your girl? Am I this?" Do you think it's your responsibility to state your intentions with her? Like, do you think, or do you say anything? Do you say anything at all? If that, like, Because what if you don't want a girlfriend, but you're like, I need to tell her I don't want a girlfriend? Like, that's stating your intention.
Yeah, you might run her off, but I think it's whatever y'all come up with. Like, I don't know. I can't just say me because I think I'll be different, but I think it's whatever y'all come up with. Like, if she want to be out in the open, like, all right, well, this is what I want. This is what I don't want. And I mean, if she laying it all out right then and there, then I mean, obviously she wants you to do the same. So yeah, I think you would have to do it.
So
but
you don't just
you're not gonna just but what you said is you're not gonna state your intentions until she asks you to state your intentions, basically.
Yeah, yeah. What you just said.
See, that's where it gets. That's where I feel like
We had a caller call in, call back.
Why is it important?
Caller call back.
Go ahead.
But why is it important to force somebody to state their intention?
It's not forcing, bro. I'm just saying, like, shit comes up, right? And nobody's having a real conversation like, oh, well, I wasn't really trying to be in no relationship anyway. And then it's like, well, nigga, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I feel like intentions have to come in. Because if the other person isn't looking for a relationship,
I think a man's supposed
and then y'all are just going along, that's how, like, crazy shit starts happening.
Let's see.
Okay, so what if...
We have a caller.
We do got a caller.
I'm hearing... I'm sorry, caller. Caller, state your name. You've reached Cliff Notes Radio.
This is Creisha.
This is Tristan?
Creisha.
Creisha. Oh, how you doing, Creisha?
I'm perfect. How are you?
I'm doing amazing.
Creisha, do you have a question or something that you want to chime in on Cliff Notes Radio?
I want to comment on what you guys are talking about right now. I think that a man is supposed to state his intentions from the beginning. I believe that him as a man, that's what a man's supposed to do, is he who finds a wife. So I feel like a man is supposed to know what he wants before he goes to pursue a woman. If you don't know what you want, then what you pursuing her for?
You can
or you guys go out on a date.
Do you feel? But this is just my thing. This is the statement that I'm trying to make. How soon do you want him to state his intentions?
I think that as soon as you guys start dating.
As in, like, you mean like the first date when y'all first go out, Creisha? Like y'all first date?
Yes, I feel like it should be clear.
Now this is what I'm saying.
What we're going into. I'm not saying that we have to jump into a relationship, but I need to know how am I going to deal with you. If we just gonna be friends, you need to let me know. Then I can still go out there and date, or are we dating other people? We could do that. Let me know.
But I feel like a man making those statements in the beginning. You're asking somebody to make a commitment or make a statement about something they know nothing about. They're talking to a stranger. At that moment, you're a stranger.
No, she said that you guys are dating. You guys have gone
on the first date.
You get to know this person.
You said on the first date, correct?
On that first date. Yeah, on that first date. You need to
You're
know.
A stranger.
Like,
you're a stranger still.
Yes.
You're a stranger still. I don't know you.
We're on a date. Okay, we're on a date though. So we're on the date to get to know each other.
Okay.
And as we're getting, and that's what I'm saying. But so you're gonna know if you want to cash out on somebody off of one meeting with them?
No, you gotta know where we're going, in what direction we're gonna go. If we're just gonna be hanging out. Are you trying to get to know me to see if, I could be your potential girlfriend or wife, or we just chill?
And I can say all that, and 3 weeks later, my opinion could change after I see you wipe backwards.
And 3 weeks later, and 3 weeks later, you say that. You just have communication.
Oh, so you need a constant update of the intentions. It would be good.
Cliff,
I mean, if it changes, yes, then you say that. Like, yeah, I thought I wasn't feeling you, but I'm really not feeling you. So, but we can still be cool.
Creisha, we got somebody else calling.
And then it's gonna be, why you waste my time?
Okay, go ahead.
We got somebody else calling. We gonna. Hello, caller. That nigga just switched the call over.
Hi, caller. Welcome to Cliff Notes Radio. What's your name?
Hello, caller.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
Oh, man.
I'm doing great, man.
Blessed, man.
Caller, what's your name?
Huh?
Who we speaking to?
Ed. It's Ed.
What's happening, Ed?
Ed, the feds.
Ed, what you got something to say, man? What you think about stating your intentions, man?
About who?
What you think? Oh, hey, brother, you been listening?
Hello?
We gotta get in.
All right, Ed. Well, we just
All
gonna
right,
go
Ed,
ahead and
with
move
the
forward,
feds.
man. Hey, you have a good one, boss.
Hey, Ed, we love you, brother, but you gotta pay the full attention, nigga.
Ed was trying to
Nah,
call
but-
Pizza Hut, y'all.
No, it's. I think bringing it to the forefront and letting each other know where y'all are with the progress and everything, because I don't think you can determine what you want to do just off of like 1 or 2 days.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You do got to get to know that person.
I mean,
What about that, real? We got a caller calling in.
Say it again.
Caller,
Hey, how you doing, man?
how you doing, brother? This is you reached Cliff Notes Radio. Who we speaking to?
Oh, my name is Ron, man.
What's happening, Ron? Ron,
I'm chilling. How you doing?
man, we good, brother. What you got something you want to chime in about stating your intentions with a woman when you meet her, bro?
State my intentions with a woman when you meet her. I mean, there's a lot to say about a woman.
When you get with a woman, when you go on your first date, and she asks, "What are your intentions with her?" Do you feel like you know exactly what you want to do
beat
with
around
her?
the bush.
Huh?
I feel like you shouldn't beat around the bush. You should be direct with her.
Thank you.
She's a stranger, but do you know her well enough to even know what you want with her though?
No, not necessarily. It depends on what type of woman she is. Honestly, like the way you approach her and where you meet her at.
So that okay.
So origin of how y'all met and who y'all met around and the circumstances that tie into how you guys came into contact with, all that matters when it comes to your intentions.
Right.
So she knows if she met you popping bottles in the club and you pouring Henny in her mouth from a couch, what's your intentions?
You know what's going on.
Basically, okay. And when women are like, for guys, I feel like for women though, do you think that when you state your intentions, cause see, knowledge, when you get knowledge, that gives you responsibility. My phone went out. But I want to say this to MJ, because you're a woman, no. But once you gain knowledge, that gives you responsibility, right?
I mean, yeah, because then I know where I'm going.
Okay, then. So if I say I want to make you my wife, or I'm looking to really build something with it, something with somebody as a wife.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. So immediately when I tell you that, I mean, basically you telling me that, like, this happened at 1 p.m. at 10 p.m. tonight when I hit you up. You supposed to be done with all your hoes, like no work husband, no nigga who bring you lunch.
Cliff, you
don't
really
have your
digging,
money.
bro. You're really reaching, like.
I'm not fucking digging because niggas want to know.
Okay.
As men, we want to know.
Look, me, I think everybody different. You just gotta find your match. Everybody gonna say something different.
But see, I think
And
that
depending
there's
on the
nothing
person,
wrong.
they gonna switch up that discretion too.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's true. But I just think that it would kill off so much of us wasting our time and so much crazy shit that's going on.
Is it really wasted time if you enjoy yourself with that person?
No, it's not. But the thing is, a lot of us can look back and be like, that, like, we can all say we wasted our time with at least one person that we dated.
We got a call on the line. Caller, how you doing? You reached Cliff Notes Radio.
Hey, how y'all doing? I want to speak to Nine Boy here.
What's happening, man? Nine Boy right here, brother.
Oh, man, I just want to ask him how he feel doing the willies, man. Them dangerous.
How I feel doing the willies, they look dangerous.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's a big relief. It ain't dangerous.
Bro, like living on the edge.
As long as you covering your back break.
See, that's the problem. I got a problem with covering that back break. I be on my ass.
Man, it's just practice.
How long you been riding, my brother?
I just got me a bike. I be seeing them on YouTube and stuff. I'm trying to get like Nine Boy.
So was you inspired by? Was you inspired by Nine Boy?
We got another caller, brother. We gonna get right back.
Nigga, the line is hot today.
The line is hot tonight, man.
Ooh-wee.
Hello, caller. You reached Cliff Notes Radio.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How
are you?
Who are we speaking to?
My name is Ray, and I'm calling to talk to Darrell, Nine Boy.
Come on, Nine Boy. What you want?
Hey, Nine Boy.
What you got?
Hello.
Yeah, we hear you.
I want to know if he's single.
Okay.
Damn.
No, I'm not single.
You not single?
I'm not.
Oh, okay. So,
But we do have a bachelor on the panel, a lovely light-skinned brother that shines bright like the sun.
Oh my God.
He's about 6 foot tall.
He shines brighter than the sun.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Was that a shot at my complexion or was that just my persona?
Your spirit.
I don't know. She on the phone. You gotta ask him.
He just calling. This is his auntie calling to tell him I love him, and he's doing a great job. And
I love it. Thank you for calling
appreciate
in.
you, auntie.
all right, love you. Bye.
All right.
I think we should go ahead and jump into the hot topic.
Hey,
Hey now.
Well, the hot topic is expecting. The line's hot, man.
The line is hot, man. Motherfuckers is calling in.
Hello. What you say, baby? You gotta speak a little louder. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Welcome to Cliff Notes Radio.
Welcome to Cliff Notes Radio.
You have to turn us off in the back. Turn us off.
You
If
catching the
you're
echo?
live.
Oh, okay.
You catching?
Hey, I didn't really want nothing. I was just calling y'all, man.
That nigga said, I ain't even want shit. I was just calling.
Who we talking to, man? Who we talking to?
This is Josh.
Oh, what's up, Josh?
What's going on, man?
What's happening, man? I
I'm watching
appreciate
y'all
you.
live right now, man.
Oh, man, I appreciate
Hey,
that,
Josh, man, we appreciate you watching us, my brother.
All right, man. That's all I want, man.
All right, bro.
But, so yeah.
I wish we had a way to screen these calls.
Hey, look, I really gotta just take
Niggas
calls.
just coming in like.
And what was the dude's name? Ed with the feds.
Ed with the feds, he really called it.
Ed with the feds called with the bullshit.
We got Josh just holler. But nah, the hot topic for tonight is accepting when you know somebody else is expecting. And that could be in any type of situation. You know, when you ask your cousin to help you move his couch, help you move a couch. You know, him accept, and when he accepts it, he knows that you asking him to do that shit for free. The way people ask you to do certain stuff, you already know how they expecting you to come on in return. And we spoke about it in dating. That's the way we're going to get to it tonight, where it is, if you accept certain types of dates, how much, where do you go, plays a part on how you feel about if it's a date or not. And as the young lady Krisha called earlier, Krisha, I want you to call back in because I wanted to finish talking to you because I wanted to get deep into that psychology that she got.
Krisha, call us back.
Yeah. I feel, you know, I want to ask Real this too, and Tori, because as men, people expect you. This is order those cupcakes. This is it. My girl, order those cupcakes. I know my numbers who saved. If it's somebody I know. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
That's what we great.
Yeah.
One of those
This
cupcakes.
might not sound right, but I was supposed to get some cupcakes for Mother's Day. I didn't get none.
I know.
I'm sending people the voicemail for you.
I was supposed to get that cinnamon toast crunch cheesecake, bro.
Who was supposed to get? Oh yeah, cheese. Man, y'all
already know my mind is all over the place.
Yeah, you about to get jumped.
We hear you.
Everybody in here mad about an order, girl. This ain't good for business on the app.
But, and you, you the tea cakes.
Mm-hmm. This ain't good for the app.
We ain't tripping, but we glad you calling in though.
I need some assistants that are reliable.
Hey, I want to ask you. Does it matter? Will you accept a certain date knowing what the guy is expecting? Have you accepted certain dates knowing that somebody was gonna want something at the end of the night?
No, not just meeting them and going on a date. No.
Do you allow for a first date to exceed a certain amount, maybe? Do you think about that?
Yeah, no, but I'm always prepared to pay my portion or the whole bill, which has happened before. I went on a first date with a guy, and he was talking, and we were discussing stuff, and he was explaining what was dating for him, and he immediately was like, sex is dating for me. And I was like, oh, that's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get this bill, the bill was $307, and I paid it. It was my way.
Did you decide to see him again?
No, we're friends though, but no, that's not what I was trying to do with you. So I rather just pay for the date.
Wait. So wait, let's go back. So you went out. So you went out on the date, right?
Mm-hmm.
What were your intentions for this date? Because I think a lot of times, like, we don't ask the women, what were your intentions with this man?
Basically to see what he was talking about.
Why we can't just go on there to see what y'all talking about? It's the same thing. I'm trying to see what you talking about.
Did you just forget that she said the bill was $300 and she paid for it because she knew what his expectations was?
Wait. No, what she said. No, you putting words. What she said was she accepted the date first. She knew where she was going.
Wait. So let's start from the beginning. When I accepted the date, none of our conversations were about sex. It was only like a platonic or like a friendship, and it was kind of like, hey, you know what? I'm coming back in town. So I was like, oh, okay, well, let's go to dinner or something.
So y'all had known each other already?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, no, not really.
Yeah, we're going to have to call him on three-way.
Yeah, we got to get his side of the story.
I think all this is,
No, it was one of those things like, oh, my friend is single, you guys should talk and go out.
Okay.
So it was like someone tried to hook us up, and we talked. We were cool, but I was just like, okay, we can go to eat when you get in town. So once we got to eat, that's when he dropped the bomb about what was dating for him, and I was like, no. He even asked, like, he ordered lobster tails and a whole bunch of other stuff, and I was like,
but this is what I'm saying. You went on a date, right? Because you said you wanted it to be strictly platonic, but you set it up as a date. You didn't set it up as friends just going out.
It could have led to something else, but that conversation.
The conversation changed. No.
Yes.
This is where people be like, your intentions was you was like, okay, a nigga finna take me on a nice date. You wasn't gonna pay until he said sex was dating, right?
No, actually, I had already planned on paying because I suggested the restaurant and I told him we should go out to eat.
Oh, okay.
So if I suggest that we should go out to eat, then I'm prepared for that, especially our first time. I don't know if you're crazy or not. Either way, I need to be prepared to pay for it.
Okay. And so, so I can respect that. Though. And that's why I say, like, see, now you step into it because intentions are intentional. Like, when you say you asked him is sex a part of dating for him? You know what I mean?
No, he offered up that information.
Oh, okay. He talked his way out.
And then his conversation turned into a whole bunch about strippers and a whole bunch, and I was like, okay.
And what you said his name was?
But I want to, but
Me and my friends refer to him as the big red dog.
The big red dog.
No.
Damn.
I don't like that name.
that sounds like another Cliff to me, but it ain't me. But
dog and red. I don't know. That just sounds
is he
like
blood. So whooping.
I don't like.
But not for. I want to say this though for in what you're saying as far as going on a date, you knew that you was gonna pay before you went out. You knew it was gonna be platonic, and he offered up the information. Before he offered up that information, you went on a date with an open mind, with no intentions.
Yeah, but I personally think that females, they got to be a little bit more clear. We got to be a little bit more clear. Because I have in the past taken dates just because I was like, I don't feel like paying for my own food. Okay. And knew I wasn't going to do anything with the person. I knew that they wanted to do something else. And I'll just be like, oh, I got to go do this afterwards. Okay, I'll catch up with you.
I feel like this happened to every dude on the panel. I want to thank you for bringing that up. We're gonna let you go right there because I want to get to 9-boy with him chiming in on this. But thank you for calling in,
okay.
man.
No problem. Love y'all.
Good luck, Queen. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, bro, she made a valid point at the end. Women need to be more clear. And you said, oh, they was waiting on her to hang up. You gonna So, do you feel you're supposed to stay? You state your intentions on the first date? Because she just said she comes out. The women that go out on a date just like, I'm trying to see what you're trying to do.
I think, like, say you talk to, I ain't gonna say it like that. I think each person, I think each person you deal with, you might tell them something different. Like, it might be somebody that you talk to, and you might just want this with this person. You might just want to be straight up with this person. But this person, you might feel like if you be straight up with her, then she gonna run off like some other people. So I think each person you just deal with differently.
Do you feel that guys should that's wrong for guys to protect feelings, MJ? Like, cause it sound like that's a guy being caring to me. Depending on how he goes about.
I don't think Rel is talking about in the sense of protecting feelings. Like, I think it depends on the caliber of woman. Like, if you know she is down for the cause the first date, you're not gonna give her the same game that you would another girl who you might see different potential in.
Yeah, all right, so like, for example, you meet somebody in church. You're not gonna come at them the same way as you come at somebody that you met on the street or in the club or something like that.
Mm-hmm. But people that are in the street go to church too, though.
Yeah, but we're talking about
like the dude Ron earlier when he said it all depends like where you meet them. So like, yeah, people in the street go to church, but like, if you see somebody with some short shorts or something like that, like, you're not gonna.
She in the club, you already
go to her wild. But what I'm saying is that the girls that wear those shorts and the girls that drink Hennessy from a nigga on the couch, they go to church. So I feel like
I agree with you, bro.
I feel like people try and mask themselves in different environments, and you're not getting that. You're not always getting the most genuine person based on these environments sharing. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I could easily go to church and meet somebody and present myself a certain way. I got a suit on and a fresh cut.
Right, and just because
I got my Bible with me, and motherfuckers look at me like, oh well, you know, a
couple scriptures.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And also, just because a girl's in a club having a good time doesn't mean that she's not. Yeah, it doesn't mean she's not a good girl or like wholesome or whatever. She might just be having fun with their friends or whatever, because I don't know how I would feel about
ratchet shit
seeing
is
a
fun.
dude in a club and he's in a corner reading a Bible. Like, that might be kind of.
You think anyone about to blow it up, or you know? But
let me not even dig deep.
I was about to make a terrible joke.
Yeah, don't do it, bro.
Another example: you go to Vegas like on Memorial Weekend, like at a party out there. You're not about to be like, oh man, I want this to be my wife. Like, you gonna come at her kind of different.
Exactly.
And that's why I say it's like, I feel people will ask you what's your intentions, or they go and like I say, some people will accept things knowing you accept this. You accept things knowing this person's intentions, knowing what they're expecting, and you think that, and you try to play it on their character, but really it's your character saying like you're the wrong one because you're trying to take advantage of the fact that they offering to do something.
Okay, so let's go a little further. Yeah, let's go a little further and say how this hot topic came up is we know someone who was supposed to go out for Memorial Weekend with their date, and the guy was up front saying that he was expecting to have sex with her because they were going away for the weekend, but she declined going on the trip, right? Because he spoke on it. He spoke on it, right?
He stated his intentions.
He stated his intentions from the jump. He stated his intentions from the jump, and she was like, I'm not really trying to get down like that. I'm not going on the trip. However, on the flip side,
when I started asking,
Cliff started asking, what if there were certain dates that this man took you on that were also consistent leading up to that trip? Would you have had sex with them on that trip? And what was her response, Cliff?
She said, yeah.
So
it wasn't, but that's actually that's not how it went. It wasn't the days leading up to it. What I said was, had he not stated that and took you out there, it was just a good vibe and good time. Which is what it was. It was like maybe because they actually had been on dates before that. They had been out. It was just she just said it wasn't gonna happen then.
Okay. So
and
this
like,
is
if you accept
who's
that
really
date,
who's really in the wrong, because we just had a female caller say that there was certain times where she didn't want to pay for her food and she knew the guy was going to pay for her dinner, and she's like, I don't want to pay for my food, especially if you know the man might have a certain type of taste. You know what I'm saying? He takes you out to a nice date.
And there's women, and I have female friends that have disclosed to me that after they get word of this nigga's intentions, they just run the tab up. They know, like, oh yeah, okay, so this is what this nigga want. Okay, so I'm gonna just order whatever.
So they use.
Okay, you feel like the more he spend, that's just gonna sweeten the deal up. Everything is gonna get better.
So let me just be straightforward then, because I said this earlier, and some of you guys were offended by this because you guys DM'd me personally. And I told you to call in at 310-955-4966.
They don't want to out themselves.
Look, let me go ahead. I'm not going to out you. I'm not going to out
radio.
I'm not going to out you guys, but let me just go ahead and be straightforward and excuse my language. Some of you females are using the pussy as a payout, okay? Man. If a man takes you out on a certain type of date and you know, like, oh, you know what? This is a really nice date. I've never been here, and you're smelling all good. He's smelling all good. He got a nice car, and this and this and that. And you're using the pussy as a payout. Who is wrong, you or him? And is it wrong to you?
Got the devil in you.
No, but see,
I really want to know.
But no, this is the real thing. Because people. This is how I personally feel, and I think a lot of other people feel like this. Like, the vibe is what makes you connect with a person. The vibe that you and this person have, the energy that y'all share is what makes you connect with them. It's become a thing in society through Instagram and through seeing other people's lives and through this stuff. And because even back in the day, it wasn't that serious. But it's like now you see your homegirl going to this certain restaurant. This dude taking her out and taking her on this type of excursion and driving this type of car, showing this type of stuff off, and everybody just wants to live and look like it's a certain type of thing. So you asking a complete stranger who don't know you to say that you're worth a dinner at the Stinking Rose or something, and it's like the Stinking Rose isn't expensive, but it's like, okay, depending on who you talking to, is it not expensive or what it is? If you want to just get to know me, it don't cost nothing to get to know somebody.
I think niggas need to stop looking at it as you're worth this dinner and you're worth this experience, because it's like, nigga, if you want to go to this thing and you want her to come along, well, you shouldn't even look at it like that. Like, nigga, I already want to go to this place.
Exactly.
Real, have you ever felt pressure to take a woman on a certain type of date? Because let's just keep it real. Not everybody has ends to be
out here dating like that.
Just out here dating like that, or taking them out on nice dinners, or whatever the situation. Did you ever feel pressured as a man to be like, dang, I'm trying to take her to this nice place, but you know, you don't even know if it's gonna work out.
Me? Nah, because if I don't like her, then I ain't gonna take her out.
Just from jump. So what's your ideal first date then? Like, how do you play it safe?
I mean, if I don't like somebody, I ain't about to go spend my money on them. I'd rather spend it on my family.
But how do you find out that you like the person? Because I know as a dude, a lot of times what we get is like, all right, you see this girl that you like, right? Mm-hmm. You try to you talk to her, you hit her up, you like, you know, like, damn, I want to kick it with you, I want to see you again, I want to talk to you. All right, so she be like, so all right, so what you want to do? And at that moment, you like, so all right, well, let's just go get something. Let's just go to. If you just do you feel pressure to actually ask for a date, or just say let's just go to Starbucks or something?
All right, so
come over.
That go back to like it depends on like how you meet that person. Like once again, like if it was like somebody at church, like you might not just be like, oh, come to the house or something like that. Like you're not gonna come at them like that.
So if you be here at Memorial Weekend, you gonna say come to the house for real?
If you get it out the DMs on the ground, what's the first day for a DM on the ground?
Well, back then.
He sips water.
He need to take a sip of water first.
Back there, you might be straightforward. Tell them whatever you want.
We got a caller calling in. Let's see what they got to say. Caller, you have reached Cliff Notes Radio. How you doing?
Perfect. How are you?
I'm amazing. You sound like you look good too. What's your name?
I do. My name is Krisha.
Oh, Krisha, you calling back?
Krisha.
She calling back?
Yes.
She said I do.
I'm calling back. I think that it does depend on where you meet that person and how you know that person. Because I was just recently in a situation where I was at a party and my homeboy said like 4 guys came up to him, or 4 of his homies like me, and he basically broke down like, well, if you want this, if you want to just fuck, this is the guy you'll talk to. If you want a husband or something, this is the guy you'll talk to. Or if you just want to have fun, these are the guys you'll talk to. So he basically broke it down to me, and I had a choice.
Which one? What's the friend who told you that? What's the friend name who told you that?
What's the friend name who told me that?
Yeah, who told you all that about all his homeboys?
Huh? His name is Holler.
Okay. Go ahead. Finish what you said.
His name was Tyler.
She don't want to talk
he's the one who told me.
Go ahead.
No, I'm talking. I didn't hear what you said.
No, I'm finishing. No, but go ahead. After he told you that, what happened?
I picked a guy who he said that would be a great husband.
Okay. Did the guy turn out to be a great husband? Did the guy turn out to be a great husband?
I mean, this just recently happened, but he's definitely someone who I see a future with.
Okay.
Wow.
That's nice. Congratulations. Well,
Thank you.
And you met him where?
I've seen him a few times. He starred in this movie called Concrete Jungle.
And like you say,
and then I saw him again at a wedding.
Like you say, you saw him a few times, so you kind of had a feeling of who this guy was. This wasn't your first time meeting him. What I'm saying is, a lot of women, you speaking from an era of actually, you having interaction, seeing this person out and about, actually meeting with them in the flesh. You probably had a conversation with this person on your own before, right? Hello?
Call drop.
Yeah, your phone went out.
Oh, my bad. You probably had a conversation with this person alone before they said that. Like, they might not have tried to holler at you, but you talked to him before, right?
I didn't really talk to him until my friend told me about the guys who wanted to holler at me or talk to me. So he just basically said, yeah, these are the guys in the party that like you. And, this is because I'm single and that I do want to be a wife. So he basically broke it down to me.
Oh, wow.
Well, I did.
Let me ask you this, sis. Do you feel any type of pressure knowing that this man is looking for a wife? I mean, are you on the same page as him? Is that what you're looking for too?
I'm looking to be a wife. Tori, are you looking for a wife?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I definitely feel like I want to be married one day. I think I'm probably the one homie out of all my homies that feel more optimistic about being married to somebody out of all of us.
What you mean?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm the most optimistic about being married. I don't know. I got a lot of homies that feel like they just want to live their life bachelor style until they grow old. But I always saw myself being married young. The shit just didn't pan out like that.
So you're old now, Tori? Is that what you're saying?
Nah, but I ain't gonna be young forever. So I'm 29. So I'm definitely getting up there. But I definitely would like to be married one day. So.
Lucretia, thank you for that call and thank you for that information.
Thank you, sis.
And thank you. And Tori, tell them that you're not single.
I'm not single, y'all.
All right. Well, Tori, that went well. You ain't single no more, man?
Hey, man. I'm off the market, my brother.
Yeah.
Sound like after the night.
Wow.
I just don't disclose everything on the radio, man.
Okay.
Oh, wow. So you husband material, Tori?
I like to look at myself as husband material.
I like her style, too. I like her style.
She called in and
put you in check.
And put you, yeah, real.
That's really what happened.
She said, and Tori.
She also did drop down just that a friend was snitching though.
It's crazy because I don't be knowing all of this shit.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a compliment.
I don't be knowing all of this shit.
How do you feel about that, Darrell?
What about the dude bringing 4 dudes like, oh, which one you want?
Yeah, like this the dating game and shit.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a compliment though. The homie sees you in that light.
I feel like that's a hell of a compliment for the homie to give that homie. You feel me?
Yeah.
But the rest of these niggas ain't do shit to you.
I wonder how that happened. They all 4 dudes walk up like, and then the other 3 just turn around and walk off.
Something don't sound right about how
that just sound weird. And it's even weirder now that the shit happens, nigga, over the phone, nigga, on live radio, nigga, like.
I didn't say nothing. But
thank you for that, Krisha. You are awesome. You just made Cliff Notes Radio like that much better. We really need that, man. I'm gonna look back on this shit and be like, nigga.
You got put on blast.
Hey.
I don't look at it as put on blast.
It ain't. But in speaking on that, I also feel like this too. A lot of women, when they accept dates, if you accept a certain type of date, and you know that dude is expecting something, a lot of times sometimes the guy might not be expecting something. It's the fact that you just feel invisible pressure because you know at the end of this night that you didn't offer the same thing that he just gave you. And it's not even like on a monetary level. It's like sometimes it's the energy put in, the conversation that was given.
Yeah,
because a lot of times I joke a lot, but I speak from my own personal experience. You'll take a girl out and pay, and you really don't even want to see her no more, like because it was just nothing there to talk about.
Yeah,
that's happened. I think every nigga's been on one of those.
Yeah, I've been on those days too.
It's almost dreadful to just sit there and be there, and it's like, and sometimes you can be on a day like that, and it's like, fuck, nigga, we 20 minutes in, and I already am ready to leave.
And look,
like,
but the thing is, I came on a date with the intentions of trying to fuck you, but you. That's a joke, but but I mean, I wouldn't have denied it if you just let it go down. But when those type of days happen, you really feel like as a guy, like you start thinking, and that's when you start saying to yourself as a grown man, when you have things that you trying to buy and things that you trying to get yourself to a certain level, you like, man, I might not want to struggle to pay my bill to take you out on a date. You know what I'm saying? Want to take on what you consider to be an acceptable date. Because maybe I am just trying to get to know you. But after I go over a certain amount of money, I have to not look at you like, oh, you owe me sex, but I'm looking at you like, yeah, my intentions is like, if I'm doing this with a person, then like how she said, the dude say we dating. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like dating is sex for him. I wouldn't say dating is sex for me. I'm like, if we doing that type of shit and I'm spending that type of money, that means we're in a relationship. That's what that means. Yeah. So, and if we're in a relationship, then that means we having sex. Now, if you want to just get some of these relationship type of dates just scheduled around that shit, you just gonna have to wait your turn for me to just say like, oh, I'm going to do this. Like I Tori said, I don't ever mind if I go to a nice restaurant and I'm about to go alone. Sometimes you might hit somebody up like, hey, I'm going here. You want to come eat with me because you want their company. Yeah. That's not a dude taking you on. That's not a date though.
Yeah. I want to touch on these relationship types of dates. I've been seeing, because like with social media, things are more like straightforward, and we have like different dating apps and stuff like that. And I'm seeing a lot more women say that their ideal first date is Disneyland. And I made a joke. Yeah. I made a joke.
Where did you get that from? You want to fuck the rat? I don't know.
Look, this is the thing. You're saying that, first of all, Disneyland is expensive as hell. Okay? And I personally just think that that's a reach. Like, you don't know this person. You could have just met this guy, or you could have just met this girl, and you're saying in your mind that your ideal first date is Disneyland. That might, for some people, that might not be a problem, right?
Because they got the money to do it.
Yeah, they got the money to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it might.
You're trying to date.
But it's like, where do you take this girl after Disneyland and you don't know her like that? What? So, am I wrong for feeling that type of way? Like, I just feel like, damn, Disneyland, that's $100 per ticket. And
so you said $100 to spend on somebody is a lot for a first date? What if you just took it to a nice
I'm talking about the entire experience itself. I think that a first date should also be focused on
getting
to know the person, having a conversation.
I feel like we addressed this on another show too. Mm-hmm. Like people trying to gauge the respect level, or they want to gauge your intentions based on how much money you spend, and I think that's just really
stupid.
It's really dumb because a nigga could have the best intentions. He probably just ain't got it like that. You know what I'm saying? And
right. So for you to put out there that your standard, that your beginning standard is Disneyland, it's like, sis, you ain't even got life insurance, but you out here asking for Disneyland dates.
And true story, I ain't even trying to hit at the Disneyland. We done walked around this park. You done got sweaty and sticky down there. The phone going on. I don't even want it at the Disneyland. Can't get on.
She can't get in the shower.
Yeah, you need to get into the shower.
Well, yeah, definitely.
She should ask you to take her somewhere where she wouldn't take herself.
And why would it be Disneyland out of all places?
Why don't? But this is my thing. Why wouldn't girls wouldn't even pay for their home? Girls wouldn't even take their home girl to the restaurant they expect a nigga to take them to.
Ooh.
And pay for their girl.
Ooh.
But they expect you to pay for them.
Ooh.
If you would
have you ever now
I seen the shit happen. Like I seen it at a table.
That nigga look like he bad.
No, I seen it at a table, man. We at the table, we eating. It's after hours. It came time to pay. I didn't know the young lady. I had never met her. I don't know you. I'm just because I'm a nigga and I'm here, I'm supposed to pay for you because you're a woman and you out late without your wallet. That ain't my problem. At this moment, it's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? And but I'm looking at them like the dude was paying for the other girl. And I know that girl had money. And I'm like, why are you not going to pay for your friend? Like, she wasn't going to pay for her friend.
Interesting.
Well,
I ended up...
That seems like y'all got a lot of...
They tried to game me. I ended up paying. I told, but the homie had to pay me back for paying. Because I was like, nigga, I didn't come here for this.
It seems like it's a lot of pressure out here on the men's side and on the women's side. It's like... we can't really say who's wrong in having certain expectations and who's wrong in accepting certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Know how to read people.
Yeah, my cliff notes for the night will be to number one, you don't have to spend a gang of money on a first date. You know, there's so many things that you could do that are fun, just getting to know a person. And like Rel said, like, what if I don't like you? You know what I'm saying? And it's not even just a monetary thing. It's like a spiritual thing. Like, what if we really just don't vibe and I'm spending energy, I'm spending money, I'm spending time? Like, it can be as simple as just going to the beach or going to the bookstore or something like that. Just communication. Communication. That would be my cliff notes for the night.
Bookstore, what you got?
Well, my cliff notes is just, just address any insecurities that you got before you develop intentions for a certain person. Because, you moving on a page that you think is convenient, but that person might not feel like it's convenient either.
Yeah, if you're 27 or up, just be like, this is what I'm looking for, or I'm just having fun. Like, It's not that deep.
Why 27?
I say 27 and up because I really
She talking about her life right now.
I really say, it doesn't matter what age. If you're out here having fun and that's what you want to do, say that, because you don't know what the other person might be thinking. Like, we just had this young lady call in, and she said she's ready to be a wife. There might be somebody in our age bracket who's not ready for that.
But people also can't, you gotta also run into people that are kind of on that same path too, because you can't force nobody that don't want. Like, if somebody ain't ready to be married, you can't force that person to be married.
Exactly. So just be like, this is what I'm out here doing.
Like you said, wasting time.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers will be both wasting each other's time.
Man, some people don't want to be no wife. They just want to reign.
No, a lot of people just want to.
That might be his cliff note, y'all. Say it again, real.
They just want to ring. They just want to post it on Instagram.
Ooh. I think we can end the show on that one.
Like, man. So, anything y'all want to shout out? Tell them about merchandise from websites. All that.
Yeah.
Oh, you could get it from Hidden Soul. The cross streets is University in Avalon, or you could DM whoever you see got it on, or you could go on the website. It's Dirt to Streets / Dang, what is it? Hold on, let me go.
Come on, get it together, marketing.
Come through, marketing. I might want a shirt.
Dirt to Streets.
Oh, Bay Cartel. Yeah, Dirt to Streets.
Dirt to Streets.
For sure.
There we
MJ,
go.
anything you got coming up? Anything you want to promote?
You know what? I'm enjoying myself. I have been working. I'm just enjoying myself, you guys. I'm enjoying my little life, and I'm working on the next project for Push Experience LA. You guys can follow my business page at Push Experience LA on Instagram. We definitely are working on our next project, our next event, which will be in July, and I'll have the announcement and the details for you guys next week. And I'm just looking to connect with other artists. I've had a few people hit me up saying that they want to be either interviewed or collaborate. If you guys are looking to collaborate or do anything, why is your elbow all in my peripheral? He want to be seen so.
You ain't got to chill with the arm on it.
I don't, and that's why I'm used to having my arms right here, bro.
Oh my
and you
God.
gotta have.
We go through this every week, my nigga.
If you guys want to collaborate or anything with Push Experience, you guys can email us at pushexperience@gmail.com. And yes, be blessed, and I will see you guys next week.
Shout out to my boy Holla and part of the Tough Crowd squad that's out in Atlanta right now. They shooting Trap Man, so y'all be on the lookout for that. It should be coming to Netflix. So we just gonna stay optimistic about that one. They're doing some big shit, man. They had some niggas on set. So if y'all ain't following the bro, go and follow him. Follow everybody in Tough Crowd, and y'all just keep a track of what we got popping, huh?
Yeah.
And y'all make sure y'all tune in to Cliff Notes every Monday. Y'all can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at It's T Rich. That's It's _T with 2 E's _Rich. And that's about it, man.
All right, man. And for me, y'all already know it's the host.
Shout out to Creature.
I'm just trying to do some work right now. Yeah, man. Shout out to your girl, man. Love
Shout out to your girl.
Love your girl. Love your girl, nigga.
Shout out to your girl, man. Soon to be wife.
But yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all following all of the pages. We're gonna be ordering some more merch soon. Y'all just make sure y'all follow the page Cliff Notes Radio on all social media platforms. My social media personal is RealCliff225. I'm gonna be putting out some skits and doing some different stuff with people. I'm looking to collab with other creatives, so make sure you DM me, DM us if you would like like to have, if you have something to offer the show, whatever, brother, DM us, cliffnotesradio@gmail.com. Tune in every Monday night, 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Y'all send y'all motherfucking music, man. Keep sending that music in. If y'all want y'all shit played, we will play it on Cliff Notes. We play it on the break, before and after.
If you have promotional videos, your commercial, your little 30-second Instagram commercial that you want people to see on the show, hit me up for the promotional prices. I'll let you know what's going down. We'll see y'all next week. Thank you for tuning in. We are going to go out on the YouTube channel with my man, Nino Sparks.
Hey!
Had to look at what video I had. We're going to go out with Nino Sparks, and also on the radio, we're going to go out with Nino Sparks, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in next week, 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We out.
My name is Nino Sparks, aka Boyle Heights Finest. This is DJ Lancey. We're LTMA, that's Lucy Take Me Away.
Lancey made this shit.
Yeah. Let's go, Lancey. Yeah. How'd that go? Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Don't tell me what you don't, what you really, really don't. Don't tell me what you don't, what you really, really don't. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Don't tell me what you don't, what you really, really don't. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Don't tell me what you don't, what you really, really don't. Baby, 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 baby. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Don't tell me what you don't, what you really, really don't. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Don't tell me what you don't, what you really, really don't. We going up, it's going up, you know we really on. And can I drink too much and I make it home? Baby, 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 baby. Why you always wild, always drive the bitch crazy? Tell me why I won't, why I really, really won't. Why because I can't, cause a nigga never. Baby, 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 baby. I'm really geek. Baby, 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 baby.